for the future of all car manufacturers, the green technology will be key for long-term success. Our R&D budget, 50% of the whole budget in the meantime is focused on green technologies, and especially when it comes to zero-emission driving, it's really, really important. Highlight what we brought to Geneva is our SLS eDrive, 1,000 Newton meter torque, fascination, pure zero emission. Never before we saw such a super sports car with 1,000 meters. A lot of suppliers and also OEMs talking about this technology. We are ready to market. We will sell this car beginning this year. And what is specific, of course, more than 250 kilometers of range, enough for what all our customers need, torque and performance, what never before you had seen in such a car.
Okay, good. Well, I'm getting started now.
Oh yeah, it's just completely empty, isn't it?
We've engineered Model S on top of the architecture that we developed for Roadster, specifically in the battery and some of the powertrain. So essentially we have an evolution of the technology there. Roadster did approximately 245 miles on a charge. Model S, a bigger car, heavier car, can do 300 miles or 500 kilometers on the NEDC cycle. So we've seen a steady improvement even with a larger car. The Model S is the first car that was built from the ground up to be an electric vehicle, and through that architecture we've enabled our engineers and designers to put a battery pack completely flat underneath the car. So that endows the car with an extremely low center of gravity, and then of course handling that matches. So you have almost no body roll. You have a car that can change direction very, very quickly. It feels really unlike anything else you've driven on the road.
Wie wir bei der BMW Group vorausdenken. Unser Ziel ist es,
BMW hat in der Vergangenheit schon oft neue Segmente.
haben wir selbst entwickelt. Das dürfen wir in einem Konzept. Wie wir alle wissen, die Welt wird sich verändern.
Alors, Hybridair, effectivement, est l'alliance de deux énergies. Une énergie qui est issue d'un moteur thermique, essence dans notre cas, et une énergie qui est obtenue à travers la compression d'air. C'est extrêmement novateur parce que pour la première fois, on n'exploite pas l'hybridation avec un système électrique, mais avec un système qui est basé sur un accumulateur dans lequel on va venir fréquemment et rapidement comprimer de l'air et plus précisément de l'azote.
This car has a bivalent propulsion system, so we can run the engine on natural gas or we can run it on E10 fuel. With both alternatives combined, this car has a reach of more than 1,000 kilometers. We can make it up to 1,200 kilometers in distance with the fuel we have on board. We have a technology to produce so-called CO2 emission-free natural gas. It's a synthetic process where we use electrical energy, especially in the night when the industrial demand is not so high. And with this additional available electrical power, we produce hydrogen, and hydrogen together with CO2 makes methane, makes natural gas.
Okay, so in 2 words, this is really the zero emission car because you can do electricity with a combination of hydrogen on one thing and so oxygen on the other in the other hand. And finally, you get water. So with this combination, you produce electricity, and we have the electric motors to move the car. So it's an electric car with the reserve of energy. This is with the hydrogen on one hand, and in the other hand, the oxygen. This is a car also where the performance you can compare with a very good car. Let's say you can compare it with the performance with the Honda Accord or even with the Legend, and also the autonomy of the car. So you can run the car in more than 500 kilometers. So really, the idea was to make a car that you can use every day.